Donna and Mike Fowler have a lot of fun in their Hutto garden. And since Hutto's home to the hippos, of course they have a few. You'll also find Hutto's official flower, the orange crush daylily. In front, their garden blends with the 1880s Victorian home built by Mike's great-grandparents. But in back, over the years, they dumped the grass for a distinctive series of gardens.
When I moved here, I was still in school at UT and didn't have much time to do any yard work. But I knew that the yard definitely needed help and was overgrown. And so really my first attempt at gardening was like chopping things down and just clearing out things to see what there was. I started talking to Mike's mother, V. Fowler, who was so good at gardening, and she would give me hints.
V's gotten many gardeners started. The V. Fowler Native Texas Herb Garden at Zilker Botanical honors her contributions through the Austin Herb Society.
Initially, I made a lot of mistakes. You put plants in areas that they don't really need to go there. They're either shade loving and you put them in a sunny spot or vice versa. And so it's a lot of trial and error.
It also took lots of years when Donna had a few spare hours between her job and raising an energetic family. In his spare time, Mike hauled in yards of compost and hardscape materials.
When you have a plan and you've got pathways and walkways and special seating areas in your garden, then it's very easy to divide up little areas. And so the hardscape is essential, I think, to a beautiful garden.
The front yard's catalpa and its leafy roof inspired their first room. It overlooks the sunny xeric garden that frames a neighborhood spot for entertaining. To break up the open space, Donna outlined another room. Custom-made gates define entrance to the familial space. But the memorial garden has become a destination to share with the community too.
We had gotten all of those granite slabs that are out there, and we're going to engrave family names on them and stuff. But we really wanted an area where it was sort of like a peaceful, like a little church setting, in our own yard. And had the idea that if people wanted to use our garden to be married, then there would be an area that was sort of church-like. So we made the big planter in the center with the cross, and then all of the trellises sort of look like church windows. And so we put those around, and then we grew grapes on some of them so that we can make our own communion if we want to. We have an altar over there too. So we have it all. We have a music stand in case someone wants to have a piece of paper to read from or sing from.
It transitions to another reflective space, inspired by a trip to Hawaii to visit Donna's brother.
One thing that fascinated me about the Asian gardens and the Asian cemeteries over there is how they stack rocks. In the Asian cemeteries, instead of a carved tombstone like we typically think of in a cemetery, the Asians stack stones by their loved ones' place where they were buried. And I really like that effect.
Recycled glass double duties as a travel guide and to cover a French drain that deploys driveway runoff to their trees. One is the Texas persimmon, beloved for its orange fruit in fall. The color orange plays into Donna's scheme all year, starting with spring lilies. A repeat bloomer is Libby Orange Crush Daylily, the official flower of Hutto. As a member of Keep Hutto Beautiful, Donna helped select this evergreen perennial to unite neighborhoods and commerce. From the Zen Garden, pathways to Mike's office and the shed border fragrance, food, and wildlife nectar. From the driveway, another gate leads to the narrow side garden. Again, a French drain sends rainfall where they want it. To wrangle rainfall off the garage, the Fowlers installed two 1,500-gallon tanks. And what's a Hutto garden without a hippo or two?
Well, we love hippos in Hutto. Of course, that's our mascot for all the schools in Hutto, which is kind of unusual because most of the time the elementary schools will have a different mascot from the middle schools, from the high school, but all of the schools in Hutto have the hippo as their mascot. So several years ago, when my husband was the mayor, he really wanted to promote Hutto, and because we're known as the Hutto Hippos, he went to Sinton, Texas, and got all these hippos delivered to Hutto for the different businesses. So we love hippos, and we have them hidden all in one section of the yard. We call it Hippo Valley and Hippo River and Hippo Universe, where they're all in this one area. There's 3 large hippos in this one area, and they are looking up at the sun, and then all of the different globes that are around them are the planets and the stars, so we like to call that Hippo Universe.
Mike adds his creative spin with garden art. Mike's got stars in his eyes, too. With a welder friend, he turns rusty scrap metal into sculpture. He puts every scavenge to good use.
It's a whimsical part of the yard. I think everybody should have a little fun with their garden.
The signature sculpture is a legacy from Mike's father.
When Mike's father passed away in 1987 over in Italy, he left a legacy of beautiful pieces of sculpture behind.
Family, friends, fun, and a connection to where you live. What more can a garden be?